And welcome back to our Lee County Libraries, and the award goes to. Thank you so much for joining us this month as we explore a local award called the North Carolina Children's Book Award. The North Carolina Children's Book Award is sponsored by the Youth Services section of the North Carolina Library Association. The first award was presented in 1992 for the book In the Dark, Dark Room and Other Scary Stories by Alvin Schwartz. The award is supported by both school and public librarians across the state, and because nominations of titles and voting of all titles come from children around the state, this award is truly a kid-centric book award. School-age children in the grades kindergarten through 6 can nominate their favorite books between October 1st and March 31st. Members of the North Carolina Children's Book Award Committee narrow the nominations between about 10 to 12 books in each of two categories. Voting for the current year's book nominees occurs March 1st through March 31st at school and public libraries across the state. Nominations for the 2025-2026 North Carolina Children's Book Award are currently being accepted. Children in grades kindergarten through 6 are encouraged to nominate their favorite book. To do so, they can go to the website listed here on the slide, nccba.blogspot.com, to nominate. The original publication date for book nominations must be within 4 years of the award year. So for the 2025-2026 book award, this would include any books originally published between 2022 and 2025. Some of our previous children's book awards in the category of picture book recipients are listed here. So we have Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister, which was issued the award in 1995. David Shannon received the award in 2002 for A Bad Case of the Stripes. James Dean and Eric Litwin received the award in 2013 for Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes. And just last year in 2024, Sophie Blackwell received the award for Negative. And some previous Junior Book Award recipients are listed here. Now, the Junior Book was not originally part of the Children's Book Awards when it came out. And in fact, it wasn't until um, the year of 1995 that the Junior Book category was added. So for the first 4 years, it was only all books were included into the one category. So some of our books include Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney, which received the award in 2009. We have Roller Girl by Victoria Jameson in 2017. R.J. Palkio's Wonder in 2014, and Frindle by Andrew Clements in 1999. Now, there are some voting requirements necessary for the children in order to be eligible to vote. So, for a child to vote for any books in the book category, they must have read or have listened to at least 5 of the titles that are in the nominations. And we'll look at those in just a moment. And then for the junior books, the book awards, a child must have read or listened to at least 3 of the titles. All of these titles can be found at the Lee County Libraries here, and we'll see another way that you can get them if you can't find them at the library. Now, voting occurs at school or public libraries, and it will open on March 1st of this year, so in just a couple weeks. All votes are tallied the first week in April, and the winners are announced in April of that voting year. This year, our picture book nominees, we have, it looks like 12 of them. So we have Acorn Was a Little Wild by Jen Lorena, and it's illustrated by Jessica Gibson. the title Yoshi Sea Turtle Genius, a true story about an amazing swimmer, illustrated by Richard Jones and written by Lynn Cox. This story is not about a kitten by Randall DeSev and illustrated by Carson Ellis. A very cranky book written by Angela DiTerlizzi and illustrated by her husband, Tony DiTerlizzi. Beneath by Corey Dorfield. We have How Dinosaurs Went Extinct, a safety guide by Amy Dykman and illustrated by Jennifer Harney. A unicorn, a dinosaur, and a shark walk into a book written by Jonathan Fensky. I Cannot Draw a Horse by Charisse Harper. Jumper, A Day in the Life of a Backyard Jumping Spider by Jessica Lannon. My Hands Tell a Story, written by Kelly Starling Lyons and illustrated by Tanya Engel. I Want 100 Dogs by Stacy McAnulty and illustrated by Claire Keene. And Place Hand Here, written by Katie Yamasaki. Again, in order to vote for your favorite of these, a child will have to have read or listened to at least 5 of them. Now, this year's junior book nominees include some favorites, including Otter by Catherine Applegate. We have Shine On Louise Valise by Rebecca Ball-Carcel. So it's Ball-Carcel. The Magical Imperfect by Chris Barron. The Marvelers by Dianelle Clayton. Maya and the Robot by Eve L. Ewing and illustrated by Christine Almeida. My Head Has a Bellyache, More Nonsense for Mischievous Kids and Immature Grown-Ups by Chris Harris and illustrated by Andrea Surumi. Kaboom! A Volcano Erupts, illustrated by Zoe C. and written by Jessica Lugian. The Fire of Stars, The Life and Brilliance of the Woman Who Discovered What Stars Are Made Of by Kristen L. Larson and illustrated by Catherine Roy. Gunky by Yehudi Mercado. Air by Monica Rowe. The Lost Library by Rebecca Steed and Wendy Moss. And lastly, Finally Seen by Kelly Yang. And again, to nominate or vote for one of these nominees, the child must have read or listened to 3 of these titles. All of the books come with activity guides, which can be found on the website at nccba.blogspot.com. And these activity guides include a lot of different things, including like discussion questions for the book talks that can be like connections for YouTube book talks, reviews, websites for the author, some related books that might be of interest to a child, and activities that you could do at home, craft or science or various activities at home for homeschoolers or in the classroom. So you can find all of these activities on the website. Now, all of the books can be checked out from our libraries. We have copies of each of the books there. Um, However, if they are currently in possession of another person wanting to read these wonderful books, you can also access them using your library card from NC Kids Digital Library, the website listed here, nckids.overdrive.com. And again, our voting starts on March 1st, so you can come see us at the Lee County Libraries or go to your local school to place your votes. We will have voting ballots at the library and QR codes for you to just quickly scan and go to the website to place your own votes if wanting. And we look forward to seeing you at the libraries. Next month, we will be looking into the Franz Kafka Prize for our next episode of And the Award Goes To. So we thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to having you again next month.